What's up, y'all? It's Nino Truth Telling, man. I'm back with another video, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, the topic today, you know what I'm saying, is really for the unbelievers, you know? For the unbelievers, you know, who I'm smiling because I'm just feeling good today, you know? But, yeah, it's really for the unbelievers, you know? For the people who doubt God and say, man, this was written by man. This ain't the word of God. People that always, you know, bringing doubt and disbelief, and you know, this for those people, you know, and for the people who, you know, kind of look forward to other belief systems, you know, and this is how I know that this belief system is the realest you can go, you know, because it's just the things that it says in His Word it just describes the things that He said would happen from back then to this day, that He said will happen, and it's happening, you know. As soon as you become a believer, you come automatically into a war, whether you want to be or not, you know what I'm saying? And it's a spiritual war. So, you know, if people in witchcraft or sorcery and, you know, they want to bring pain or hurt or whatever they trying to do that's evil and towards you, it's always not the person. Now, the person may have evil intentions towards you. They may even have a hatred towards you, where that's good for the demonic forces, because they become vessels to demonic forces, and they get to carry out the plans of the demonic, because evil cannot do any work on this earth without a vessel to carry it out. You know, lust, demons need a body or eyes for lust. Murdering demons need a body to carry out murder. You know, stealing and robbing need bodies to carry out stealing and robberies, you know. And yeah, but my main purpose though is just to show you that this verse right here relates to me. And once I became a believer of Christ, these are the things that I went through, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 32, King James vibe. Okay, and that's what it say. And it's a nice long minute, so you gotta bear with me. He said, but okay, he said, but call to remembrance the former days, which the days in the past, in which after you were illuminated. You mean like enlightened by the truth, like able to see, you know, the spiritual things, because Jesus is the light, you know, and He exposed everything that's darkness. So after you was, you know, living the ways you was living in, and once you found the Word and read the Word, it gave you a light, and you was able to see dark things, and more things are able to come to your acknowledgement, because you have the Word of God guiding you. He said, but to call to remembrance the former days, the days in the past, in which after you were illuminated, after you were enlightened, you endured a great fight of afflictions. And you know the definition of endure means suffer something painfully or difficultly, patiently. You know what I'm saying? So after you was enlightened, you suffer many things being a Christian, whether it's persecution, you know, whether it's hatred, you know what I'm saying, whether it's whatever it is, people talking about you, people talking about they don't believe Christianity, they trying to bring disbelief to you, or people in witchcraft, you know, that their spirits are not good when they come around you, because when certain things take place and occur in your life, they're there. Or they get happy out of nowhere when certain things are taking place that's painfully or wrong in your life, you know, or they may speak on things happening in your life that no person should know, or you know, but you have to really have the God living in you, so you can be able to see and discern the spirits working in these people. But yeah, after you endure the great fight of afflictions, remember, afflictions means something that causes pain or suffering. And like I said, whether it's a loss or persecution, somebody can cause suffering through persecution where they always trying to single you out or make you do things that other people don't do, or being hostile to you for no reason, or once again, on a higher level, witchcraft or sorcery, people be in agreements with demonic forces and may try to bring pain or hurt towards you, and he said, and I know I'm speaking from experience. So once I started living for Jesus, matter of fact, even before, and thankfully God blessed me with the gift of discernment, where I seen people coming against me, just for me to starting to read the Bible. I had hatred, but it wasn't on the level where it was at when I started reading the Bible, man. When I started reading the Bible in Las Vegas, man, after I started reading and dedicating my all to it, and God is a light. And I started to see all the demonic darkness that was going on around me. Like, it just appeared up, like it wasn't hard for me to see. You know what I'm saying? But, like I say, but to call to remembrance the former, back to the word, I'm sorry. But to call to remembrance the former days in which after you are illuminated, you endured a great fight of afflictions. Partly, which you were made a gazing stock, both to reapproaches and afflictions. And gazing stock, it means a person or things that is gazed at by many, especially with curiosity or contempt. So basically, you were made a things that people watch, consistently. They always, because you say a lot certain, but you was watched by people that's in the world because they want to know, they want to see if God worked through you. They want to see what God does for his people. They want to see if God really blessed them. And then on the other hand, you got, people that's in witchcraft. They gonna watch your life. They gonna watch people around you so they can see how demonic forces work through different circumstances or different people, and they want to see what level they on, or they just want to learn every way about a demonic force. Because I heard from a person in witchcraft, they say they don't only pay attention to me. They pay attention to other things around me too, because other people as well, because they say they just want to learn from the ways that it goes. Like, say if a person that's in witchcraft want to fall back to his old ways, or fall back to being a Christian, and he want to leave witchcraft alone. And the people that's in witchcraft, they may feel that way too, but they're gonna watch that person to see how everything reacts going on with that person. If they may try to make them go to jail, or try to build cases, or people may try to come. The people in witchcraft may try to come and work their magic on him. So they not only watch your life to see what God does, they want to see what demonic forces, what they can learn from witchcraft and sorcery in your life as well, But yeah, it said partly you were made a gain stock by both, you were made a gazing stock both by reapproaches and afflictions. And if we look up the word reapproach, I do this because it gives me a better definition. A better understanding of what I'm reading. Hold on, just bear with me right now. Bear with me real quick. Okay, he said you were partially made a gazing stock, basically something being watched, or people admire, trying to watch your life, both by reapproaches. Reapproaches is such in some a way to express disapproval or disappointment, saying like, in the days they said that they're gonna call evil good and good evil, which is if you in witchcraft and you open your eyes up to the demonic forces, that's looked at in the worldly as doing the right thing, or working, as they like to call it, working, and yeah, that's they're gonna disapprove you. They're gonna talk about you for being a Christian. They're gonna try to when you come around people that have their eyes open and their ears and have demonic forces living in them. When you come around, the demonic forces is going to get them information about your life, and anything that they see that's wrong, or anything they try to speak in your life where it bring disappointment or disapproval, they're going to try to speak it in the air. They may not say it directly to you, but they may make a joke and say it, just try to throw it out there in the air. And if you don't have discernment, if you don't know what's going, if you can't see the person, the spirit living in that person, then you may think, damn, why is they saying this? Or how can he relate? Or when the whole time it's just a demonic force living in them, just like in the Bible when Paul was walking with the little girl that was in divination. Divination is seeking knowledge or seeking information from demonic forces, and that's one of the works that they do once they open their eyes, But yeah, back to the word. And he said, and partially you became companions of them that were so used, And if you look up the word companion, a person or animal, one or pair of things intended to complement and match each other, So once you started going through these things, if people not going through these things, then they're not living their life with Christ, especially in a time with witchcraft and Wicca and the new age, the new way of life, as they like to call it, is on the rise. So if a person say they living with God or Jesus, and they say they're a believer of Christ, and they not going, and you don't see the things that you endure, if you don't see the things that's going on with you, the persecution, the hatred, the reapproaches, just if you don't see the fruit of them living out this word, then they're not living for Christ. They're fake or probably a wolf in sheep clothing. That's trying to really watch your life and try to learn, try to see where you at spiritually, size you up. Okay, back to the words, verse 34. For you had compassion on me in bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that you have in heaven a better enduring substance. So on this earth, yeah, we like nice things. Yeah, we like women. And some girls like girls like men. We like good things on this earth, but it can't compare to heaven. And I'm always talking about witchcraft because I'm around it every day. It's people in my neighborhood that's in witchcraft, and they don't have no life. They sit around 24/7 watching me. Trying to see what they can do for the demonic forces. Every day. It's not a day, but this it keeps me always knowing that I need Jesus. Because if these things weren't going on in my life, if everything was going good, I would wonder, and then I probably would get cold because I would have no resistance or no fight. And that's kind of scary for me, But these things, it gives me the push because I've always been a fighter my whole life. And when I'm suffering these different things or going through these different trials, and I see a legion of groups gathered up to try to come against me, to do anything against me, it just gives me fuel to fight against it. But yeah, but knowing that all this thing on earth is just temporary, I think about it all the time. Like, man, these people, they know, especially the people that's in the demonic realm, they know that God is real because they see him living through me. They see when I fight against their witchcraft and their sorcery, they see it, but some of them harden their hearts. Some of them try to fall back, but they have like enforcers that check up on them. You know what I'm saying? If they want to fall back and go back to the old ways of life, as they call it, which is, the way of living to God, being obedience to God and Jesus, then they may have people that come around and try to intimidate them and force them back to working for the devil, But yeah, verse 35, cast not away therefore your confidence, which you have great recompense of reward, recompense of reward. And that's what I say, like, being a Christian in this new world, man, it can get lonely sometimes, because I can say about 80 or 85% of the people that I run across in the world, majority of them are working in witchcraft. It's different levels to it too. Just like in God, they got pastors, deacons, worship leaders, youth leaders, different levels and different roles. The same is adapted to the demonic realm. When I go out in public, I see, and just like with these people that I'm facing with that's in demonic witchcraft, they feel like they have an upper hand with me because they're around me more than the people that's in the world, so they feel like they have an advantage. They feel like they know me, because the time that they have around me. But I've been around systems of demonic sorcery and witchcraft way before they open their eyes to the demonic realm. And now sometimes it may differ. Sometimes I ran across some things I haven't before, but majority of the time, it was when I first came to Jesus, I seen some of the most wildest things that I still haven't seen to this day. In Chicago, Illinois, I've seen so many different roles of witchcraft that I still haven't seen these people reach yet, But they may feel like they big dog or they working, and they like the attention, They like the attention that they get from the demonic people they have their eyes open and can see as well. But back to this word, man. But yeah, I have to keep it. It says, verse 35, cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which you have great recompense of reward. Because if I don't encourage myself, who else? These people that I run across, I don't run across people like that, in my experiences a lot. I don't run across people like that that encourage me in my faith. I got people that are always trying to speak demonic forces because, demonic just disapproval and evil towards me, I be around these people. I don't really get too much encouragement. Everything they say is deceptive, it has a catch to it. Everything they say is disapproval or disappointment or try to put you down or make fun of you. Like, they don't give no genuine, encouragement. And if you don't have your encouragement in God or God and Jesus, and you don't have confidence in yourself, then that's a way for them to try to trample over you, But yeah, so this verse 36, for you have need of patience, that you have done the will of God, you may receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and not tarry. So we got to have patience. And patience, I can say, is one of the hardest things you have to have, because that's the real test of your faith, We can have faith in trials and, we can have faith in God and all that, but patience is one of the biggest things that determines your faith, because the biggest thing is waiting and having patience on God. And I realized this too, that just because we change, that don't mean God gonna just speedily hurry up. Now he coming in a minute because the times is getting more wicked and wicked and wicked. So that's just building up the times for him to come. There's still things that gotta take place before he said he would arrive. And the last thing that he said in the Bible, that when he's getting close, that's the closest thing to his arrival, is that the gospel will be preached throughout all the nations and not all the world. So that means all the islands in the world, over all the world, Jesus, the gospel, the truth will be preached. And then that's when he will come in any minute like a thief in the night. But yeah, patience is the number one thing. We waiting on him to come back. We waiting just for his blessings. Patience is like the biggest thing that you can have and keep, like me and my circumstances. I know the people that I'm dealing with, I know that they don't have good intentions with me, but I keep patience and my faith in God. I know these people, like they figure like they know me, I know them as well. You know what I'm saying? I can see their fruit, I can see their works. I've been around people even moving how they move before they start moving that way. So yeah, man. And verse 38, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul have no pleasure in him. Meaning, like I said, faith and patience in God. Faith that everything is going to work for, everything is going to go towards your good, because you have faith in God. That faith in God is no matter what goes on, you still going to trust in him. Back to that verse, for verse 36. For you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, you may receive the promise. You know what I'm saying? And hold on. Just remembering the things on this earth is temporarily, and your reward in heaven is more. Oh, here it is. For you have compassion of bonds, that you took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that you have in heaven a better and enduring substance. Just knowing that, the things on this world is temporary. Sometimes I got memories of, things I went through as women. I love beautiful women, light-skinned women, just beautiful women, period. I love them. And sometimes, a lot of times, I never been in love. I never been in love with a woman. I never been in serious relationships. So majority of my relationships, women was having sexual intercourse. And, sometimes it come in there and in my thoughts. And, that stuff is pleasurable. I can't lie. Smoking weed, sipping lean, popping Xanax pills and all that, those things was pleasurable to the flesh. It felt good. Like, even though it was wrong, it felt good. And sometimes my mind plays back memories of those things in my life. But I know that all those things is not compared to eternal, where I spend my eternal life at. So, yeah, man, that's just how I live. And I live by faith, because... And if you turn away from faith, God said he have no pleasure in you. He can't be with you. He can't, have you as a soldier for him if you don't have faith, you know what I'm saying? So, and the last verse, but you are not of them that draw back into perdition. You know what I'm saying? Basically to destruction, basically to evil ways, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Knowing that, this is the truth, and believing that we live for the truth, knowing that our soul is going to be saved eternally. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people in witchcraft, they say, yeah, a lot of people, they be saying, no money, no honey, and, they just feel like they a part of the greatest group in the world, you know. But you know what I'm saying? We know that those things is losing a soul, you know. Just like the same trick the devil been running since the beginning of the time with Adam and Eve, you know, in the Garden of Eden. He told them if she bit the apple, she would be wise and she would have knowledge of knowing good and evil, and she would be as God. And that's the same thing he promising them now. That's the same trick of deceptiveness that they're deceived in now. That they live in life. That I guess I don't know what it does. I guess I don't know, man. I try to figure it out every day. Certain things I know, certain things I complicate, which I already know, but I just don't understand, man. They know these things are evil, you know. Once they get into the witchcraft and the sorcery, they know these things are evil. This is not a thing. In the beginning, when they get in it, they think they just chosen. They think that they're getting some type of spiritual enlightenment. But as the more as they get into it, they realize that those spirits are telling them to do evil things. Some of them get instantly right into the black magic. Some that go to the white magic, you know. But yeah, man, that was my word for the day. I know I was kind of bouncing all around. And I know I'm always talking about witchcraft. And the reason why I talk about it because as you look on TV and you look at the world today, this is becoming a new norm. I've seen it change neighborhoods. I've seen it change families. I've seen it change teenagers, little kids. I've seen family turn against family. I've seen it all, man, and it's all because of witchcraft, you know. And the people of the world will call this foolishness. They may try to call you crazy or anything. That's to try to get in your head, you know, to try to turn you away from the truth. You know what I'm saying? To make you say, oh, maybe I'm tripping. No. Once you get into this word, this is the light. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna shine it's gonna shine on everything that's dark. But yeah, this is Nino, man, truth teller, word of the day. I'm gone.